Mental health. It's a phrase we hear a lot these days, but what does it really mean? It's about our inner world, the landscape of our minds. It's about how we think, how we feel, and how we handle life's ups and downs. We focus on physical health, but what about mental well-being? It's crucial to our overall well-being. Ignoring it can have serious consequences. Our minds need care and attention to thrive. Understanding mental health is vital. Tend to your inner garden, nurture your mind. Break the stigma, have open conversations, seek help. For far too long, mental health has been shrouded in stigma and silence. We shy away from conversations about our inner struggles, fearing judgment or misunderstanding. This silence can be deafening. It isolates individuals, preventing them from seeking the help they deserve. The consequences of this silence are far-reaching. Untreated mental health issues can impact every aspect of a person's life, affecting their relationships, work, and overall well-being. It's like carrying an invisible weight, a burden that only grows heavier over time. This stigma is not only unfair, it's incredibly damaging. It prevents people from reaching out, from sharing their experiences, and from getting the support they desperately need. We need to break down these barriers to create a society where talking about our mental health is as commonplace as discussing a physical ailment. Here's the important thing to remember. Mental health is a universal human experience. We all have mental health, just like we all have physical health. And just like our physical health, our mental well-being can fluctuate. We all experience periods of stress, sadness, and anxiety. These are normal human emotions, and they don't mean we're broken or weak. In fact, acknowledging these feelings is a sign of strength, a testament to our self-awareness. The first step to improving our mental health is understanding that we're not alone in this journey. Millions of people around the world face similar challenges. By opening up the conversation, by sharing our experiences and supporting one another, we can create a world where mental health is valued, understood, and prioritized. One of the most pervasive misconceptions surrounding mental health is the idea that it's a matter of willpower. Just snap out of it, people say, as if depression or anxiety were simply choices we make. But mental health doesn't work that way. It's not about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps or simply choosing to be happy. Mental health challenges are real, complex, and often stem from a combination of factors, including genetics, life experiences, and brain chemistry. Telling someone to snap out of it is like telling someone with a broken leg to just walk it off. It's dismissive, unhelpful, and perpetuates the harmful idea that mental health issues are a sign of weakness. Imagine telling someone with a broken leg to just walk it off. It's absurd, isn't it? We wouldn't dream of trivializing a physical injury in this way, yet we often do the same with mental health. This kind of thinking only serves to shame and isolate individuals who are already struggling. We need to move away from this simplistic and damaging view of mental health. It's time to replace judgment with understanding and to offer support rather than criticism. Another harmful misconception is that seeking help for mental health is a sign of weakness. There's a stigma attached to therapy, to medication, to admitting that we need support. But the truth is, seeking help is a sign of incredible strength. It takes courage to acknowledge our struggles, to reach out for help, and to commit to our own well-being. Imagine a ship caught in a storm. The captain who tries to weather the storm alone, refusing to call for help, is not brave but reckless. The captain who recognizes the danger and calls for assistance is demonstrating true strength and leadership. It's the same with our mental health. Ignoring our struggles won't make them disappear. In fact, it often makes them worse. Seeking help, whether it's from a therapist, a doctor, or a trusted friend, is a sign that we're taking control of our well-being. It's a sign that we're committed to navigating the storms of life with wisdom and resilience. We live in a world obsessed with labels. We label everything from the food we eat to the clothes we wear. And sadly, we often do the same with mental health. We diagnose, we categorize, we put people into neat little boxes. While diagnoses can be helpful in understanding and treating mental health conditions, it's crucial to remember that a label does not define a person. Someone with anxiety is not an anxious person. Someone with depression is not a depressed person. These conditions are part of their experience, but they don't encompass the entirety of who they are. Just as we wouldn't define someone solely by their physical health, we should avoid reducing individuals to their mental health diagnoses. Our thoughts and perceptions play a powerful role in shaping our mental well-being. If we constantly focus on the negative, if we dwell on our problems and fears, our mental health will inevitably suffer. It's like looking at the world through a distorted lens, magnifying our difficulties and diminishing our joys. But just as our thoughts can drag us down, they can also lift us up by cultivating a more positive outlook, by focusing on gratitude, hope, and resilience. We can transform our relationship with our minds. It's not about ignoring the challenges we face, but rather about choosing to approach them with a more balanced and empowered perspective. Life can feel like a relentless roller coaster full of twists and turns. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the tide of events. Mindfulness is like a steadying hand on a rocking boat. It's about finding your anchor in the storm. Mindfulness isn't about emptying your mind. It's about paying attention to the present moment, noticing the gentle breeze, the warmth of the sun, the taste of your morning tea, truly experiencing the here and now. Think of your thoughts like clouds passing by. Observe them, but don't chase after them. This practice can profoundly impact our well-being. It allows us to find calm amidst chaos, savor simple pleasures, appreciate everyday beauty. By anchoring to the present, we weather life's storms with grace. We often think of our minds and bodies as separate entities, but the truth is they are inextricably linked. Just as our minds can influence our physical health, our physical well-being can have a profound impact on our mental state. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to boost our mental well-being is through exercise. I know, the thought of exercise might fill some with dread, conjuring up images of grueling workouts and sweaty gyms, but it doesn't have to be that way. Exercise can be as simple as a brisk walk in the park, a gentle yoga session, or a bike ride with a friend. It's not about pushing ourselves to the limit, it's about moving our bodies in ways that feel good. When we exercise, our brains release endorphins, those magical chemicals that have mood-boosting and stress-reducing effects. It's like a natural antidepressant readily available to us all, and the benefits go beyond the chemical. Exercise can help to improve our sleep, boost our self-esteem, and reduce feelings of anxiety and depression. It's a powerful tool for nurturing both our bodies and our minds. In our fast-paced, always-on world, sleep is often seen as a luxury, something to be sacrificed in the pursuit of productivity. But sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Just as we need to nourish our bodies with food and water, we need to replenish our minds with rest. When we sleep, our bodies and minds can finally rest and repair themselves. It's like hitting the reset button, allowing us to wake up feeling refreshed and re-energized. Chronic sleep deprivation, on the other hand, can have serious consequences for both our physical and mental health. It can weaken our immune system, increase our risk of serious health problems, and wreak havoc on our moods. We all know how important it is to establish healthy sleep habits. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine, avoiding caffeine and alcohol before bed, and ensuring our bedrooms are dark, quiet, and cool can significantly improve the quality of our sleep. Think of sleep as a gift you give yourself, a chance to recharge and wake up feeling refreshed and ready to face the day. We are what we eat, or so the saying goes, and while it might seem like a cliche, there's a lot of truth to it. What we put into our bodies can have a significant impact on how we feel, both physically and mentally. Just as we wouldn't expect a car to run smoothly on the wrong fuel, we can't expect our brains to function optimally on a diet of processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. A balanced and nutritious diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, provides our brains with the essential nutrients they need to function at their best. Think of it as feeding your mind with the good stuff. Omega-3 fatty acids found in oily fish, nuts, and seeds have been shown to have mood-boosting effects. Complex carbohydrates found in whole grains provide a slow and steady release of energy, helping to stabilize blood sugar levels and prevent those dreaded energy crashes. And let's not forget about water, the elixir of life. Staying properly hydrated is crucial for maintaining optimal brain function. In our hyper-connected world, our minds are constantly bombarded with information, notifications, and demands on our attention. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, like our minds are racing a mile a minute, never quite able to switch off. This is why it's more important than ever to carve out moments of quiet, to give our minds a break from the constant stimulation. This could be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to sit in silence, to focus on our breath, to simply be present in the moment. It could be spending time in nature, listening to calming music, or engaging in activities that bring us joy and a sense of peace. The key is to find what works for you, to create space in your day for activities that nourish your soul and quiet the incessant chatter of your mind. Think of it as pressing the pause button on the world, allowing yourself to simply be. We're social creatures, we humans. We thrive on connection, on the feeling of belonging, on knowing that we are not alone in this journey called life. Yet, in today's world, it's all too easy to feel isolated, disconnected, adrift in a sea of digital interactions. We scroll through social media, comparing ourselves to others, feeling envious, inadequate, alone. But true connection runs deeper than a like or a comment. It's about authentic relationships, about sharing our vulnerabilities, our fears, our hopes and dreams. It's about knowing that we are seen, heard, and valued for who we truly are. Strong social connections are essential for our mental well-being. They provide us with a sense of belonging, purpose, and support, particularly during challenging times. When we feel connected to others, we're more resilient, more able to cope with stress, and more likely to experience a sense of joy and contentment. On the other hand, social isolation can have detrimental effects on our mental health, increasing our risk of anxiety, depression, and even physical health problems. It's about nurturing the relationships that matter, the ones that fill our cups and make us feel alive. Life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns, moments of joy and periods of profound challenge. And while we all experience these things, it's easy to feel alone in our struggles, to believe that we're the only ones navigating these choppy waters. This is where a strong support system can be invaluable. Having people we can turn to, people who listen without judgment, who offer words of encouragement, who simply hold space for us to be vulnerable, can make all the difference. A support system can be made up of family members, friends, colleagues, or even members of a support group. The key is to identify those individuals who make us feel safe, supported, and understood. It's about building bridges of trust, letting people into our inner world even when it feels scary or uncomfortable. And remember, seeking support is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to our strength and resilience. It's about acknowledging that we don't have to go through this thing called life alone. We all have unique interests, passions, and values. And while it's important to nurture our individual identities, it's equally important to find our tribe, those individuals who share our passions, who understand our quirks, who accept us for who we truly are. Finding your tribe can be a game changer for your mental well-being. It's about surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, who inspire you, who challenge you to grow. This could be through joining a club or group related to your hobbies, volunteering for a cause you care about, or simply connecting with like-minded individuals online. The key is to put yourself out there, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to be open to new connections. Remember, finding your tribe is not about conforming to a certain mold or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about finding your people, those who celebrate your uniqueness and make you feel like you belong. It's about finding your place in the tapestry of humanity, where your unique threads add color and richness to the whole. There's a profound truth in the saying, it is in giving that we receive. When we focus on helping others, on making a positive impact in the world, something remarkable happens. Our own problems seem less daunting, our hearts feel lighter, and we experience a sense of purpose and connection that transcends our own individual lives. Volunteering our time, donating to a worthy cause, or simply lending a helping hand to a neighbor in need can have a transformative effect on our mental well-being. It's about shifting our focus from ourselves to others, recognizing that we are part of something larger than ourselves. When we give, we receive so much in return. We feel a sense of accomplishment, we build new connections, and we experience the joy of making a difference in the lives of others. It's a win-win situation for both the giver and the receiver. It's about recognizing that even small acts of kindness can have a ripple effect, creating a more compassionate and connected world. Mental health is a journey, not a destination. It's a lifelong process of learning, growing, and evolving. And while this journey can be challenging at times, it's important to remember that we're not alone. We're all in this together, navigating the ups and downs of life, striving to find peace, purpose, and connection. By supporting one another, by sharing our stories, by breaking down the stigma surrounding mental health, we can create a world where everyone feels empowered to prioritize their well-being. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to our strength. It takes courage to reach out, to acknowledge our struggles, and to seek the support we need. And when we do, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities, a world where healing, growth, and connection are possible. Let us continue to walk this path together, supporting one another every step of the way. For in unity there is strength, and in connection there is hope. As we've journeyed through the mind's pathways, it's clear. Mental health is not a distant land. It's the essence of who we are. Like any garden, it needs care. With effort, we can cultivate a vibrant mind. We hold the tools to nurture our inner landscape. Tending to our mental garden takes courage. It takes guts to face self-doubt, to confront past hurts and pull them out by the roots. It takes strength to seek help, to reach out and admit we're struggling. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's the birthplace of strength. It takes courage to show up authentically, to be seen, flaws and all. Embrace your vulnerability, for it leads to the most beautiful growth. Dare to bloom, even in unexpected places. Your strength will inspire others. Imagine a world where kindness is the currency of exchange, where compassion flows freely like a river nourishing the parched earth, where support systems are not a luxury but a given, woven into the fabric of our communities. This is not some utopian fantasy, but a future we can create together, one act of kindness at a time. When we prioritize our own mental well-being, we become beacons of hope for others. We show them that it's okay to not be okay, that it's possible to find strength in vulnerability, and that there's no shame in seeking help. And when we extend that same kindness outwards to those around us, we create a ripple effect that can transform lives. A listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, a word of encouragement. These seemingly small acts can have a profound impact on someone who's struggling. Remember the ship's captain calling for help amidst the storm. Be that beacon of hope for someone else. Offer a lifeline of support. You might just be surprised by the strength and resilience you find within yourself in the process. Together we can create a world where mental health is not just talked about, but truly valued, understood, and prioritized. As we reach the end of our exploration, it's time to take what we've learned and put it into practice. Let's make a commitment to prioritize our mental well-being, to tend to our inner gardens with care and compassion. Let's break down the stigma surrounding mental health, one conversation at a time. Let's reach out to those who are struggling, offering a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and a reminder that they are not alone. And let's remember that seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It takes courage to face our demons, to ask for support, and to embark on the journey of healing. The future of mental health is not something that happens to us, it's something we create together. It's a future where vulnerability is met with empathy, where support systems are readily available, and where everyone feels empowered to prioritize their mental well-being. Let's cultivate a world where minds are nurtured, hearts are open, and the human spirit soars. The journey starts with each and every one of us. It starts today.